Today we're going to be making pulled pork in the InstantPot. Hi, welcome to Delicious Dishes by Dianna. I found a good deal at the grocery store for $11 for a 4.5 pound pork butt. It does have the bone in it. I will slice it off, the bone. But oh my goodness, I can't wait to make this. It's very simple. You can put it in the crock pot for about 6 to 8 hours with this stuff on it, or you can put it in the InstantPot and you can add your own seasonings and spices. But I'm going to use this and we're going to make barbecued pulled pork today. Here is my pork butt and I'm going to cut it off the bone here. I'm going to cut it, leave it in the bag and on the insert, the styrofoam insert, because I don't want juices and stuff running everywhere. So I'm just going to cut this into pieces like this and put it in my InstantPot. I'm going to go ahead and throw the bone in here, but I'm going to cut a lot of the meat off. It'll help it to cook quicker. Also going to cut off a little bit of the fat as well, because I like mine a little bit more lean. This is some good stuff, and this is going to be excellent. It's okay to have a little bit of fat in there because the fat adds flavor, but I don't like a lot of fat. So I'm going to trim some of the fat off. I'm going to finish trimming this and filling up my InstantPot, and I'll show it to you when I'm done. There it is. There's cut up. Here is what's left of it. The bone. I'm going to go ahead and put the bone in there. I can pull that out after it's finished cooking, and it will completely render the meat off the bone. Now, to that, I'm going to add 1 can of tomato paste. It calls for ketchup. I don't like ketchup. Ketchup's too sweet. I poked a hole in the bottom of it to try to encourage it to come out quicker and easier. And sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. So I'm going to use a can of tomato paste, and this is a 12-ounce can of tomato paste instead of ketchup. It does call for adding sugar to this, some brown sugar. It calls for way too much brown sugar though. It doesn't need that much sugar in it. I know it's barbecue, but I don't think barbecue has to be so sweet that it sends you into a diabetic shock. So I'm not going to put that much sugar in it. The package here says on the back to add 1 package of McCormick seasoning, 3-pound shoulder roast trimmed and cut into pieces, 1/3 cup of ketchup, 1/2 cup of brown sugar, and 1/3 cup of apple cider vinegar. I'm only going to use 1/3 cup of brown sugar and not ketchup. It smells divine. I'm going to sprinkle this on. Smoky. Got a great smell to it. Very smoky. So I know it has some kind of smoked seasoning in it. And you could make your own. Yes, you could make your own. But I'm not. 1/3 cup of brown sugar. And then it also called for 1/3 cup of apple cider vinegar. I'm going to put that on there. Yum. Now, because this is in the InstantPot, we need to add some water to the InstantPot as well. So I'm going to add 2/3 cup of water. 1/2. I put a couple of splashes of Worcestershire in there because I like it. I'm going to spread this out just a little bit so it'll get all of that. Now, I don't want this to stick, and tomatoes have a tendency to stick to the bottom of the InstantPot when it's heating up. So we want to make sure that it doesn't do that. I'm going to put this insert in the InstantPot. We're going to check to make sure that the lid is on here well. I did wipe it down and wet it just a little bit and wet the seal. I'm going to install that, lock it down. Do not vent. You want it locked. So you want it down so that it seals. I'm going to put this on pressure cook. And I'm going to put it for 1 hour, 2 hours. 2 hours. And then it's going to start automatically. My InstantPot says it's on high pressure. It says it's on. It says it's heating and it's under pressure. That's what we want. Now it'll heat up, go to pressure, and then it'll cook it for 2 hours. Popcorn sealing. Alright, I'm releasing the pressure because the pork butt is ready. The barbecued pork butt. So this is how you release it. And my short sealing here will fall off the ceiling if I do not redirect the steam. Go. We're going to open it. She's going to carefully open it so the steam doesn't get her. Let's see what it looks like. Oh! Oh! I wish you could smell it. Okay, there we go. Here's the bone. And it's just gonna, the meat's just gonna fall off of it. I do not have 3 hands here. I've got a 3rd hand because my daughter is helping me. Do you see the meat just falling off of the bone? Look at that. Look at that. Now we're gonna break that up. Okay, now I'm going to use my potato masher. And we're going to break that meat up. Just mash it flat. Mash it. We're going to break it up. Oh my goodness, that smells so good. And it's tender, isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah. Oh, yum. Look at that. Smells divine. To go with the pork, I have some fake mashed potatoes, and we have some salad. We're just going to eat some of this on the plate because I'm not eating bread right now. Look at that. Mmm. Oh yeah. It's not overly sweet. It's not like your sweet, sweet, sweet barbecue, because I didn't put as much sugar as it called for in it. It's still slightly sweet, but it's not overly sweet. So let's try this. Oh my goodness, it falls apart. I'm going to put some potatoes on that. Mmm. Smoky, barbecuey, soft, tender, cooked 2 hours. And it fell apart like that and mashed up like that. You need to make you some InstantPot pork barbecue. It's not pulled apart because I didn't pull it apart. I mashed it. But it's good. Thank you for watching Delicious Dishes by Diana. Shine for Jesus in all you do. See you next time.